What's up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue, and it's the day before the Super Bowl. I've made a bunch of other food with QqueBBQs, rubs, and sauces. That stuff was the bomb. What I'm gonna start doing, because I like to experiment, instead of just trying stuff out on my own, I'm just gonna start making stuff that I see other subscribers and people who I subscribe to their channels. I'm just gonna start coming up with my versions of that. And last week I saw Cuban Mojo Pulled Pork dish by Jason Ganahl of GqueBBQ. So that's what I'm going to work with. So I'm going to change it up a little bit just so it's not outright theft. So anyway, let's get started on it. I am starting off with, how much do I got in here? 5 cups of orange juice, so a little bit more than his. And I'll have a link to his video in the description. So I'm going to start off with that, and I'm probably going to do this in a few batches because I'm making a little bit more than him, because I'm going to make a sauce that I'm going to glaze some other chicken with. So however much orange juice that you use, you're going to want to use half of that amount in lime juice. And I'm going to reserve a little bit for later. And then the same thing, half in lemon juice. So I have about 20 garlic cloves here. I'm just going to start off with about, I don't know, it's probably 10 of them there. Where we're going to change a little bit is I'm going to also add a little bit of cilantro. And I have that frozen on hand all the time. And then 3 teaspoons of salt, 3 teaspoons of pepper, cumin, sugar, and black pepper. So I'm going to get this blended up. Like I said, I am going to I was supposed to be painting this weekend. My wife had to work, so we're probably going to knock that out next weekend. So forgive me for all this right now. So you could vacuum seal this, which I typically would do, but I'm just going to put this in the pan. Or put this in this pan, and I'm going to let that marinate overnight. Now, I am going to be adding a little bit more to this. So this was just for you to get an idea. Like I said, I'm going to have his, the link to the video in the description. He's a championship barbecue guy. If you're not subscribed to his channel, subscribe to his. And we're going to pick this back up tomorrow when I get this on the smoker. So we'll see you back tomorrow. What's up, everybody? This is Lyle, back with No Hippie Barbecue. It is Super Bowl Sunday, and my pork has been marinating all night in that delicious marinade. Anyway, I'm going to leave a recipe in the description, and I'm going to leave 2. And one's going to be if you have it in a Ziploc bag or a vacuum seal bag. The other one, which is kind of what I did earlier, is if you just have it in a pan, because you're going to have to probably triple that recipe. Anyway, it is probably about 25 degrees outside. We got probably, I'd imagine, 4 inches of snow last night. So we're going a little bit cold out there. So what I'm going to try to do is get this up to about 350 degrees until we get to about 165 degrees. I may wrap it a little earlier than that, but regardless of anything, we're going to want our temperature to be at about 200 degrees when we're done. Hopefully, and I don't think I'll have this much time, hopefully I'm going to be able to cook this and get it wrapped and rested and pulled before I leave. If not, for my party. If not, I'm going to go ahead and pull it at the party and then bring my camera for that. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I have a lot of marinade. So if you look at Jason Ganahl's video at GqueBBQ, he used 1 cup of orange juice and then a half cup of lime juice, half cup of lemon juice. I kind of tripled that triple the whole thing. So I have a lot more of this marinade left over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my butt out, and then when I put my put it on the grill, I'm going to actually have that pan under. I'm not sure if I'm going to have all of it because that becomes a pain when you're done cooking. I'm probably going to take a quarter of the marinade that's left and leave it in the pan, so maybe when that's steaming, all that goodness can come up back through the pork. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do now. And you know what? I'm going to have to take you out to this grill so you can see what it's like in Colorado in January with all this snow out here. Anyway, we'll pick this up right outside. See you in a bit. Alright, so here we go. I took the pork out of the marinade, so that is here. And then I poured out, if you could tell, there's this line here. That was how high the marinade was with the pork in it. I poured out about, I only have a little bit left, so I took out about 3/4 of it just because I didn't want to deal with all that mess later outside when it was time to clean it. So anyway, I'm going to put that pan under the pork when I'm cooking it. My grill or smoker should be good to go now, so I'm going to go ahead and get things set up out there, and then you'll get to see what colorful Colorado looks like in the wintertime. See you back. I did forget one step, y'all. Gotta get a little salt on it. A little of that coarse black pepper. Which is my twist on it. I'm not sure if Jason put pepper on his, but there we go. Alright, now it's going to be time to get out to the smoker. Alright, we are back, guys. It is about 25 degrees in Colorado. I'd imagine we probably got about 4 inches of snow last night. Got this smoker going. 325 degrees. Not sure if you can get that or not. But anyway, I got this pork in here. I got the pan under the pork to catch the drippings. So like I said, I'm going to have that go for about... well, till it gets to 160 degrees. Like I said, I may wrap it earlier. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like to be in Colorado in the wintertime. Let's shut this down. I mean, take a look at this. So, here's what this smoker looked like this morning before I got out here. Then, got so much snow, my little Weber fell down. Anyway, so, we're just going to let that go, 325. I may try to pump it up to 350 if I can get it that high. But next time you see me, we should be wrapping this bad boy up. See you back in a bit. Alright, so I just went and checked the smoker. We're at 350 degrees. And if I didn't mention it earlier, we are using what I'm going to call the no hippie potpourri of woods out there. I started off with some hickory and pecan. And then when I need to add some, I'm going to go ahead and add some cherry to that. You might be asking, what do hippies do when our food's out there and we don't have anything to do? We drink espresso. Or espresso, as people say. God damn, Andrea. This is some serious gourmet shit here. I would have been happy with some freeze-dried Taster's Choice. And here you go breaking some gourmet shit out on me. We watch YouTube videos.
A 15-ounce can of crushed pineapple.
Man, this kid at Cajun TV Network is hilarious.
I'm paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
Well,
I'm going to have to copy one of his recipes here pretty soon. Anyway, that's what I do when I ain't got nothing else to do. I sit around and watch other people's videos and come up with stuff that I'm going to do on mine later. Anyway, we're going to be back as soon as this food comes off the smoker. And at that point, we should be ready to wrap and get it back out there. See you back in a little bit. Are you paying attention? Alright, so we are back. This pork butt got to about 155 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and take that off now and get that wrapped. Over here, what you're going to do earlier, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it, is you're going to want to take an onion, cut that up, or dice that up, and then you're going to simmer that with 1 cup of, well, it depends on how much you're making. I used 1 cup of the juice, you know, the orange juice, lime juice, lemon juice, and then I added a 1/2 cup of brown sugar along with that. So that's a little bit different, and so that's the sauce. I took this sauce out. This is the same thing. I did have that cooking down a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and, before it got thickened, I'm going to go ahead and add that to my pork before I wrap it up. So there's going to be some onions on that as well. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. There's enough for visual effects, and get it back out on the smoker. So next time you see us, we will be done with this cook entirely. Hopefully I'll have a chance to get this pulled before I leave for the party, but otherwise it's going to be delicious anyways. Alright, so we're back. Just got the pork pulled, most of the fat pulled off of it. So the sauce, I reserved some of that sauce from earlier, plus half of the drippings that came off once I took it off the smoker. So I'm just going to add that into this pan. Just kind of toss it around a little bit. I kind of had that simmering. I am actually going to go ahead and turn that off because I don't really need it to cook any longer. So anyway, there you go. Thanks to Jason Ganahl. Made a great Cuban Mojo pulled pork dish. Probably gonna knock out some sandwiches later at the party. Anyway, if I had to do it over again, I personally would probably wouldn't add the garlic to the juice when I had it in the blender. I'd probably do it how I did it on my pork barbacoa video. If you haven't seen that, check that out. I'd probably just insert it directly into the pork. I got a little bit more of a garlic flavor out of that, but I never would have thought to do that juice mixture, so I'm glad I was turned on to GqueBBQ. Anyway, see you on the next video. Comment, subscribe, holler at your boy.